Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to Wednesday's MCN. Scaled down because there's nothing going on. There's stuff that I do want to cover and go over. Some interesting things, some things made by you, some bugs, and also some other stuff. And a Season 8 Battlegrounds kind of like store kind of like, I don't know, not coverage because it's not live. But yeah, this is an MCN. And also I've got arena predictions, so yeah, stuff. Also hit the like button, subscribe with post notifications on all, and of course it will get a bit busy over the next 24 hours with the new threat level coming out, or no, new 4th week of threat level coming out. We've also got the Battlegrounds kind of launch, see what kind of works, what doesn't, and probably some other stuff as well. But in any case, there are some fun and interesting things to go over, so I just want to go over them in any case. We've got arena predictions and a Season 8 of Battlegrounds hype, because that's going to be changing the store and the structure of the event. Any case, saw this, thought it was really cool. This is done by Nambia Ashish, if I'm saying that correctly, over on the Reddits. And over on the Reddits, I saw this. I won't mind seeing mirror matchups have different set of costumes. Now, one thing I love about Marvel Contest, or I'd love for it, is something where you could just change the outfit of any kind of champion based on different ones from the comic books. And this little kind of like suit change, which is just a small one, just obviously it's a different kind of look of Kingpin's, as opposed to the white that he's kind of like most known for. There's also several other different kind of versions. You can have him in the kind of Hawaiian shirty type one with a hat, which would be cool as well. I don't think Kabam would put it in, but imagine if those kind of little subtle changes you could have and even buy for costumes would be something like if the microtransactions in MCOC were like costume outfits and stuff like that, or different looks. I think that would be kind of like, I think that would be like the fairer kind of line with this game when it comes to stuff like cosmetics versus pay to win, if you get my drift with that one. The same way that Fortnite has done so well with it, people going like, okay, well, you want this outfit, this costume, this skin, and stuff like that. So yeah, I'd like to see it, but I saw this, thought it was kind of cool. Next up, I want to look at a few bugs. So we go over to the Trello board. As I said, like there's not much going on at the moment. It's gone like a bit kind of dead, to be honest, with stuff with like issues being answered and new features being hyped and stuff like that. But there are a few like AI related improvements that I think will be beneficial. Of course, the AI isn't brilliant, depending on where you're kind of like battling it out in the kind of most kind of difficult areas of content versus like Act 1. But there are certain things that there's annoyances, and there's some fixes in developments. This is something that's been in the last couple of months or last month, and I assume it's going to come into the future kind of updates. First of all, defenders are occasionally able to throw a special in between heavy attack hits. That is something, again, with the AI being as scuffy as it is annoying, and would be great to see a fix for it in some sort of capacity. There's one here, which is attack chain index isn't resetting to 0 for certain non-attack states. And again, this just boils down to if the AI is kind of in a, just as it says that, in a non-attack state. It's kind of like, it's annoying. Looking at AI just standing there kind of going like, yeah, come at me then, well, whatever. And it's like, you'd kind of go, am I going up to you? Am I going to stay static? And why are you staying static or go into a block? There's going to be something where you're like, okay, well, I'll intercept or just try and do something. And it just seems like the AI is ready for you to make the move and has already kind of like countered you in either like a special attack or a combo into oblivion. So that would be kind of like good to kind of look and see what that is in particular. Also, specials can be cancelled in ways they shouldn't, and that's something as well. I've definitely seen it on the attacking side, but defender side it's been just annoying. I mean, as I said, when hitting to block countered by special is still an annoying thing in any case, but I don't know if it's exactly to do with that. But I think one of the big things that is going to be, not a concern, but something to watch, is whether or not we see any kind of connection instability when Battlegrounds goes live later on today. I'm sure a lot of people will be out there to try and do it. I mean, I'm probably going to do, 3, 4, like BG kind of like battles, and then see how it is. normally just kind of like assess like how the season's going, test some champions, test some metas. I think a lot of people will be doing the same before kind of making more of a push later on in the month. But we'll have to see with it. This is going to be a big season for progression. And look, you know, there's still the bugs. Kabam's still silent on the bugs. You know, what's happened to some of the stuff we've mentioned on this channel? You have mentioned on the forums. You've done support tickets to Kabam. Still haven't heard anything. You can go to the Battleground section, and there are still things that are not even, you know, mentioned there. And this is stuff that you've kind of like you've mentioned, and where is it? It's nowhere. So we'll have to see later on what the crack is with it. And then we go on to Season 8. As a lot of you know, Season 8 of Battlegrounds drops today. There's going to be a major update in the kind of the way that this is progressed through, the amount of medals you win versus, again, progression. And that is going to be good, especially for players to get out of the bronze and silver brackets and hopefully get into gold, and also for those that are, you know, highly skilled players who want to be back in Gladiator Circuit, having, you know, decent matchups, and well, not decent matchups because it's debatable whether or not people in Gladiator Circuit are getting you know, decent matchups, but at least get out of the kind of victory track progress and get into Gladiator Circuit. That is obviously the main thing that everybody wants to achieve. And I think this is the best time to like have a bit of like effort into it, especially because 7-star shards is what you can pick up with this. So as it says here, Battleground solo event rank rewards, which are going to be helpful. So minimum rank, maximum rank, 7-star shards. Nice. Okay, that's going to help out with the solo event, kind of adding into that at the end of it. And especially for those particular players, you know, you want to get some of the best rewards, and looks like Kabam have kind of like buffed them up going into different and various areas, whether it's solo event, and even the Alliance event gets kind of like a little bufferoonie, which is, again, beneficial for everybody, whether you're going to be at the very top, midway, or at the very bottom. At least you can pick up something good from getting involved more with Battlegrounds. But the thing that people are most interested in is the store. As I said countless times, the Battleground store has been outdated for a long time. There's so many kind of like terrible kind of purchases in it, like 5-star relic shards, 175 for 2,250. It's just ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. So there needs to be higher volumes for like a lower cost, and I'm sure Kabam will probably sandwich in something that's kind of Paragon only, and that'll be kind of like interesting. 7-star shards as well is something that needs to come in. Tier 5 basic fragments, I would never buy any of the ones there. I'd probably have to go to the likes of Glory Store to kind of spend, because I just think that it would be kind of like a just pointless spent of the currency, the trophy tokens. And yeah, just other things like Tier 6 basic fragments and Tier 3 alpha fragments are just kind of just too high. The cost is too damn high. I'm sure that they will probably add in a Paragon level of things, because they've got here like Thronebreaker, Cavalier kind of level of stuff, and I would say that they'll probably kind of put something in for progressions, but we'll have a look at that later on, because Kabam haven't even kind of like announced what they're doing with it. The only thing that Kabam have said on the matter is the following, which is without an update in the store, these rewards will lag behind where we would like them to be. We are prioritizing this store update and should have news to share about it soon, which I don't think they did. Like, I've not seen anything, so I can imagine it's either going to be like it'll go live today, or it will be announced today, or it will be kind of like not announced until next season. That's the difficulty with it. When soon? I mean, this particular thread was put up, or this post was put up on the 16th of May. It's now the 24th of May, so it's been some time. So players can expect the cost of rank 4 materials, 5-star relic shards to come down. Thank God. I think it's like they had me in mind. And we'll also see the addition of tier 6 class catalyst fragments, which is good, because people want to rank 2 their 7 stars. They want to rank 5 their 6 stars. I'm looking at you, King Groot. I'm so close to having my second rank 5 being King Groot. I may do the completion of Act 8.2, but I've got to do my show reel so I can get a job as a game capture artist. But that's another story for another day. That's why I didn't stream last night. That's why I've been busy with my time, is to try and complete my show reel so I can try and get a game capture job, because I got laid off 3 weeks ago. sad times. But moving on, I've got to make Marvel Contest of Champions YouTube content. And yeah, so 6-star shards, 7-star shards. Yeah, it's got to happen, people. It's got to happen. If you don't already, on the main video on the channel, we have done ourselves a little Battlegrounds-based video. You can see it's the main video. Go click on it. Spreadsheet for it as well. So if you want to find out about the nodes, some good attacking options, defensive options, as I do this, see, then go and check that out in the link in the description down below. No, on the main channel. I'll put it in the link in the description. Okay. And we end the show as we normally do on a Wednesday with arena predictions for Adam Warlock and for a Tuma. So, based on some recent arenas and also popularity around Adam Warlock, I'm going with 100 mil for the 6-star Adam Warlock. This is just based on some recent arenas with Moondragon, which was the first of this new change, and the second one being the Nebula Arena. But do bear in mind that was kind of like not as popular as kind of say Moondragon because it's not a new champion. This is why 100 mil kind of fits into that bracket point. This will be a big arena as to understand whether or not we are lower than that threshold, which was about 77 mil, or upper and going into the 100 mils kind of scary bleeding nose seats of climbing up to bad times. We'll have to see. 6-star Tuma, I'm going with 25 mil, again based off of recent Rocket Arena and as well the Shuri Arena, so that should get you a good kind of like 200 kind of placement, or it will be less of a grind and getting the result. It's hard to really kind of like say with that particular popularity of that champion, but he's being buffed soon, so you know, that's something. And a 5-star Tuma, I'm going with 12 mil, again that kind of fits into, no I'm not, I'm going for more than that, I'm going in for 15. And for the 5-star Tuma, I'm going for 15 mil. I think, again, that kind of factors into where a lot of the kind of cutoffs have been. You may need to push up to 17 mil, but yeah, it's down to personal preference. And finally, thank you very much to those that support the channel as a YouTube member and as a Patreon. You're on screen right now. Appreciate you. Also, those that support on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. I should hopefully be live streaming today, but I do have to finish my show reel. And also later on, we do have all these kind of like new Battlegrounds related stuff. But hey, we'll talk about that later on. And that has been the video. Thank you very much for watching. Check out some other content located on screen right now, and I'll see you all soon. Much love and goodbye.